Today we're going to be watching a bit of a documentary together. It's going to be a fun little bonding experience. This one is called The Theory Behind Smash's Greatest Crew Battle, and it's in a documentary format, and it's mostly about my good friend VoiD. I love VoiD. I love that guy. He's a great guy. He knows a lot about what he's talking about. Unless it's about Smash Brothers, then he usually is pretty like, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't get it. But I watched the first second of this video, and I saw the VoiD theory. I have no idea what that is. And one thing I know about VoiD and crew battles is that he hates crew battles. And it's mostly because other people don't really try during crew battles. And a lot of, the outcome of a crew battle is not, it's not entirely up to you. What we're going to do, we're going to watch the video, we're going to talk about VoiD, and we're going to reminisce on some crew battles.
What is the VoiD theory?
I don't know, and he's my best friend.
Well, first, let's start with VoiD.
Who is the best gamer in the world?
Let me tell you why this is not even an argument. VoiD has won some of the biggest tournaments in Smash Bros. VoiD wins the major! Multiverses.
Platform fighter.
Rivals of Ether 2.
That's me losing! No!
And Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
Yes!
And he's also cracked at lots of other games. He has a title from EVO, the world's biggest fighting game tournament.
VoiD and the Cat are your EVO 2022 Multiverses champions!
I like that he feels a sense of accomplishment. I feel like when you're as good at video games as he is, and, you're going up against, like, so many other people, and you lose a lot when you go through the process, right? So maybe that's what makes the payoff so good for him, I feel like it could be pretty easy to just be good at everything and not too excited to win. But, like, I don't know. The way I talk about VoiD, and I don't know if I actually stole this directly from him. Maybe, I think he said this to me one time, but if you want to be good at something, you have to, like, fall in love with the process of learning. And that's just, like, a general term, like, the general process of learning, period. If you don't, like, love the, like, ebb and flow, the give and take of learning and losing while learning and all that shit, then you'll never, like, be good at it. Because you'll hate it, and you'll hate what you're doing, and you won't put your all into it. But he fucking loves it. You put a game in front of this guy, and he has any remote interest in it, he's going to put the time into it. And I think that's something that very, very few people have.
And of course, he's won Ludwig's Greatest Gamer competition.
Yeah!
Twice.
Round of applause for our back-to-back champion, VoiD.
VoiD is the greatest gamer in the world, and he seems unstoppable in every single way. Except there's a problem. He can't seem to crack crew battles. Crew battles are a way for more than two players, usually rivaling regions, to face off against each other. Which means if you fail in a crew battle, you don't just let yourself down, you let your whole region down.
Crew battles are bullshit. Hold on, what's that? Ooh, you're not subscribed to the channel. Ooh, you poor thing. Ooh.
And swore them off entirely at one point. This is the story of how he redeemed himself in the greatest crew battle of all time and proved the VoiD theory to actually be true. The VoiD theory states that there is no game and no format he cannot conquer.
That's not much of a theory, but go on.
There's one kryptonite that calls that theory into question: crew battles.
When it comes to team sports like that, you can conquer it independently and be the GOAT, but it sounds like that's not what he's doing. He sucks ass in crew battles.
It's very common for two rivaling regions to face off in a crew battle as a true clash of regional pride.
See, crew battles used to be really cool because, like, there was a lot more, as he said, regional pride. I used to love that I was from New England, and I used to be very proud that I was the #1 in New England at whatever time crew battles were popular. So whenever people were like, all right, New England versus Tri-State, New England versus, I don't know, whatever, anything, East Coast versus West Coast, USA versus Japan, I was like always down for those. And I'd even be a little bit sad if I wasn't good enough to participate, whether because better players were there or I just wasn't good enough at the time. But I feel like nowadays there's just so many crew battles that it's lost its luster super hard, and I just don't care to try in crew battles anymore. I don't have that regional pride, and I'm also at the point where most of the reason I go to tournaments is to hang out with people and, you know, I'm there for the experience. So you can't, like, I don't even want to sit down there for like 1 hour and do a crew battle because I'd rather do something else. And most of the time there's nothing on the line. There's no money, there's no prize, it's just pride. Why no pride? I mean, my region doesn't f with me. I don't care. I used to like love everyone that was like a part of the region, you know, like when I was getting good, these are the same people I grew up with. But like now everyone who is in the Smash scene, that I don't know them, they don't know me. It's just a part of growing old. There's no reason to be sad about it. What's my new region? The Mashers. That's you guys.
VoiD was number 11 in the world and by far the best player on his team. He was matched against the 5th best player on the opposing team, MVD, who wasn't even in the global top 30.
Sheesh.
VoiD was expected to destroy him and probably take out another player afterward, but that is not how it went. VoiD was the one getting destroyed, only taking 1 stock and losing all 3 of his. SoCal ended up losing the crew battle by 5 stocks, which is quite a bit, but if VoiD had performed as expected, his team would have won, and wouldn't represent SoCal in another crew battle. Until, well, we'll get back to that later. First, a brief history of the SoCal-NorCal rivalry.
Usually when people talk about California Smash, they usually think about either NorCal or SoCal.
I'm usually thinking SoCal because SoCal was like the only relevant region for Smash 4.
This rivalry dates back over 20 years to when the top 2 players were Ken from SoCal and Reciferous from NorCal. In their first encounter, Ken would bring triumph to SoCal first by beating Reciferous in a $200 money match,
Sheesh.
$200 that he didn't even have.
Sheesh, that's raw.
This marked the start of SoCal's dominance in the rivalry, which would continue for 15 years. And the length of that reign was all because of an organization called 2GG.
Hell yeah.
At their peak, 2GG hosted regional level tournaments every week and major tournaments every month. This was unheard of. So Panda Global released a ranking of the top 100 Smash 4 players of all time. NorCal had just 1 player on the list, whereas SoCal...
Of all time? Where am I? Am I not? Surely I'm on this. I was on like every rankings, bro. Where am I? Where am I? I'm in there somewhere. You just have to trust me.
Smash 4 was truly the golden age of SoCal. However, there was something around the corner that
16? Oh, I'm way at the top. I didn't look up there.
Was truly the golden age of SoCal.
Better than ECM. Get fucked.
Genesis is often called the Super Bowl of Smash, and it's held in Northern California. Genesis 6 in January 2019 was Smash Ultimate's first Super Major, which is the highest prestige a tournament can have. But then, this guy showed up.
And yep, that is my...
I forgot he tore it up.
SoCal has 6 players still in, most of which are in winner's bracket. NorCal only has 5 left, only 1 of which...
I forgot about Shaky. I hope he's doing well.
Except for VoiD in winner's bracket and Kurama in loser's bracket. Kurama was a young prodigy at the time, and NorCal's last hope. But in the first round of top 16, he also fell.
Rip Larry.
And VoiD, well, he's just getting started.
From landing, and he just goes for the drop zone.
Sheesh! Oh, he played Wolf in that tournament?
Coming out in the crowd. Oh, and he catches him with the down smash.
That shit would not kill after the nerfs.
Pikachu is actually technically stronger as he...
Bro, I remember when I heard VoiD had to play ESAM and Pichu versus Pikachu. And mind you, ESAM was the best Pikachu since like Brawl at this point. So I'm like, if VoiD does this, he's kind of the GOAT, right? He beats him in rat versus rat combat. And he does do it. If VoiD does win this match, I'm like, what a fucking Giga Chad. I was so happy for him.
For VoiD, he's going to have to take this.
He needs this. He needs this loose. But,
Oh, okay. Get off me.
just a frame off right there.
I don't know if there's enough Let's Go VoiD chance in the world right now that can save this man. Nah.
The only player that could stop him was MKLeo, the GOAT of Smash Ultimate, during the most dominant year of his career. With this showing, SoCal seemed on top of the world, but it was a castle built on quicksand. After Pichu got heavily nerfed a few months later...
Mind you, remember VoiD told me that he didn't even like playing Pichu. Just want to throw it out there. He didn't even want to play Pichu. He was just playing it.
VoiD would fall from number 9 in the world to 38, and then slowly drop Pichu for Sheik. Over the next 4 years, every single top player that made SoCal seem like one of the best regions in the world would either fall off skill-wise or stop competing seriously, which would eventually include VoiD as well. This is where he exits our story.
It's like, you know, he became a content creator, you know, he was focusing on the longevity of his career. It's not like he quit because of the
For
nerves.
now, while SoCal started to crumble, NorCal was triumphing, Kurama at number 37. And then in the latter half of 2019, NorCal would get another player in the top 50, Luis at number 39. Kurama would make his first big splash at Frostbite in early 2020 by beating the one player that VoiD couldn't, MK Leo in his prime. Let me put into perspective.
And then Leo would go on the most ballerific run of his entire career. Thank you, Prodigy, for that free W.
After losing
I don't think VoiD ever beat Leo in this game.
to Kurama, MK Leo would win the whole tournament in what is considered the greatest losers run of all time. While NorCal's top talent was on the rise, SoCal was struggling to replace their rapidly retiring top players. The final nail in the coffin was when 2GG disbanded in October 2021, ending the tournaments that made SoCal great. A crew battle with 10 of the best players from 2 regions is so incredibly rare, which is why Genesis and this crew battle was so special. Throughout all the swings of the crew battle, the crowd was going crazy.
Dude, that crowd was wild.
You could tell who was gaining ground just based on whether your left or right eardrum was getting blown out.
Literally, the room was pretty much divided in two. SoCal was like pretty much on the left, NorCal was on the right, and so you just
think
had
I was
like
here
this
for
back
this.
and forth. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I was here for this. And I'm pretty sure I remember VoiD being like, yeah, I got a crew battle too. I was like, you're weird for that, man, but okay.
That's right, this crew battle was more stacked than each region's power ranking, because you have to make certain attendance requirements to be ranked, which means there were top players from each region that showed up to this crew battle, but didn't show up enough to their local tournaments to meet ranking requirements.
That's me.
I'll give you a stock here and there. I'm just trying to build up rage. What? Let's go.
Dude, the worst thing you can have happen in a crew battle is start off with a -3 like this. One of the worst feelings in the world.
He came out to me and asked, how'd you feel against Wii Fit? How'd you feel against Wii Fit? Like, very, like, the crowd was loud too, so...
Very Chase thing
he
to
was,
do.
like, shouting in my ear, basically. And I was like, oh yeah, like, I'm fine. It's like, yeah, I feel confident. Yeah, I'm ready to go. But I was terrified. I'm very, very old.
I'm very old.
2-frame. Wow, he's still living. Okay. He's gonna be dead. Yeah, look, even with my NorCal
Well,
bias, I couldn't pretend he was gonna live through that.
So
there is a ghost in the cabinet.
I got matched up against him. I didn't think I was gonna do very.
Lucky California meta seems so much more fun than my Ohio local scene. Dude, I'm pretty sure it's all like polluted by me players now. At least California. At least I'm pretty sure. So don't take my word for it. Just do your own research.
he is handsome. He is going to save us in this crew battle.
Still pretty good. I feel like you want to at least take 3. Like, you want to like do your job.
Yeah, taking 3 stocks is doing your job in a crew battle, in my humble opinion.
But then Luis came to the stage.
Oh my god, yeah, I already knew I lost for multiple reasons. But I played Luis so many times on Wi-Fi, and I already knew how it went. I think I'd beaten him once on Wi-Fi, and I probably like kicked my router or something like that, and that's probably why I won.
Right now, it's T3 Dom, everybody's favorite.
They're putting
furry.
Dom on versus Palu?
I'm just
What do
gonna
they
say
know
the
that
reason
I
why
don't?
Dom's gonna miss his combos is because he plays a hard character. It's not his fault that he plays a hard character, but fantastic. Look at that down smash.
58 on Luis. These F tilts are eventually gonna kill him.
Watch out for the grab too.
It's working. I mean, 2 stocks. He's on 3 now.
I feel like the rolls are like almost always covered by Dom. Like Luis earlier on.
He felt
Holy audio
he was pretty
delay.
dejected after when he came down.
I'll agree with that. I can't really deny that.
I feel like Terry's a good
And I feel like when I watch Luis in region play against
Take one stock
like
character.
Oh. Josh, yeah, there's the
Never mind.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but these two are playing neutral.
I would have gotten bored and gotten hit by everything. I would have ran in.
What the heck?
Oh my God! The reset, the American reset.
That was like 3 resets into.
Seo Gonza just took the stock lead back for NorCal and then did this.
Hit the
But
9,
yeah,
hit the 9.
fantastic job from Salgonza.
Nair off the ledge.
I'm just gonna say, Class is gonna clean this.
Kind of editing. Dude, crew battle emotions, they do go high. You gotta. It's a fun crowd to be a part of when you have emotional stakes in there.
Oh, it looks like Chase is going to step up to bat.
Oh, it's Chase. Okay, hold on.
I like when people throw out their heavy hitters not last. I feel like that's usually a good strategy, is to use your best player as a counter pick. and not just an anchor, you know? Some players I think are genuinely better at being anchors, but like I feel like most of the time you're better off just being like, all right, go in there and take 6 stocks, bro. We need to lead.
Alright, messing around a little bit.
What the? Who gets chaired like that?
He's not doing anything. Wait, actually beats it?
Okay. Okay.
Chase takes Seogan's 2 stocks while only losing 1. But then came out MFA, the 5th best player in NorCal's lineup, and he did this.
We got purple and okay.
I don't even need to think back, but I know that Chase was probably pissed.
Yeah.
But MFA cleaned up, and it looked bad.
I'm sure we were all probably cheering him on and celebrating that we got like a NorCal player off the stage, but he probably didn't care. He probably like shoot us away. So like our strongest player took 3.
So like he took 3 stocks, and
3.
the MFA stock is definitely valuable, but not the sort of run we were expecting or hoping for from him for sure.
But yeah, when Chase went down, I did not feel comfortable.
Chase is always
And
pissed?
MFA
Yeah,
is,
but he's hilarious
very,
when he's
very
pissed.
good, so who are we going to counterpick?
Love playing randoms with him because he's just a passionate molder.
MFA way.
It was time for SoCal to bring out its dirty little secret.
Setting the big man. Setting the big man. Big cheater. Yeah, we're setting Nito.
Wait, what? Nito's a cheater?
Kazuya.
Well, kinda. And it's all because of this controller.
Oh my.
Which is perfectly legal, but Nito was the first one to implement Boxia at a high level, which is when you
Boxia.
play Kazuya with a box-style controller instead of a standard gamepad controller. Like, seriously, this is a true combo.
He needs it.
It's balanced by forcing you to do a frame-perfect input with your joystick, which is actually pretty hard to do consistently in the heat of a moment in a real game.
Do you guys think Box Kazuya should be banned? Like low key, I don't know, man. It's kind of a cheap controller to be using, you know? Aimbot.
Yep. Okay, I take back everything. We are not at a Nito barbecue when he is cooking right now. Okay, getting tossed up.
Slam dunk.
Crowd went f***ing crazy because obviously you got Kazuya.
Actually, it does make sense.
Mine is probably the most comfortable. They're probably
Slam dunk.
nothing to help me.
That's what he
2-0 to dead, man. That's the whole point of Box. Oh, that's 30%.
That might be it. That image is really bad. He's not gonna make it.
Drops the combo?
Slam dunk.
Life, but that's gonna be taken away.
Dude, he's taking so many shots. He's boosting.
Now we're up by 2 now, so
My last local, my round 1 was PR'd Box Kazuya. Was it this guy? It might have been this guy.
getting a wee bit tilted by what was happening.
Get back to the box. That's gonna be it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and he
What
lived?
happened?
You lose the stock for... You lose the stock for pausing, Brody.
Wait. Actually disconnected.
I think Era popped off so hard he disconnected the switch from the monitor, causing the screen to go black.
Yeah, he probably just like stomped his feet super hard and it like pulled the switch out of the dock for like half a second, which caused the screen to go black, which is your fault. So you lose the stock. Dude, he's taking so many stocks.
I'm pretty sure even people that weren't SoCal or NorCal were like cheering for him at that point. So yeah, that had to feel good.
Yeah, the person,
Nito
the Steve
has
player
now taken 8 with 3 stocks versus someone with 1 stock.
This should show you just how broken Kazuya is, because I already know Naito's about to take like 2.
Who has never even made top 100. All Kurama has to do is take 1 stock before losing a stock, and his damage will get reset back to 0 with 3 full stocks. But then, this happens.
Nito kind of running away with this.
Oh, he wanted to style on him with that hell speed.
Nito actually got the flash spark from that, but it wasn't quite good enough. Nito waiting out.
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna do it.
Yep. What did I say? Yep.
And Nito's
Yep.
gonna take
He's gonna take
stock.
2. Yep.
This is looking incredibly bad for.
Oh my.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. All right, Junior got this.
Crowd's going f***ing crazy, like dapping Neo up.
Bro
like,
took 10
did more
stocks.
than his job, got the whole crowd hyped up, brought SoCal together.
Now, SoCal finally has the rating lead, and more than twice as many stocks as NorCal.
I felt at that point, I was like, we won.
To close it out, SoCal
Where does
sends out
VoiD
their
come in?
second best
What the heck?
player.
Everybody
Dude,
was shocked.
imagine being Monty here, where like the last guy that you just sent in took like 10 stocks, and you show up and get fucked.
and everybody was also just like, oh no.
Oh my god, this is so frustrating. How do you deal with this? Oh, Kurama's gonna get a stock? Wait, hold on.
Uh-oh.
I
One
think,
back air away.
Perhaps got the best of him. And I just remember seeing like a lot of like panic options, like he was up being a lot and daring a lot.
Crazy. Oh, he's gonna get that kill.
Trolling!
Monty not taking a single stock.
Then you
Dare kills that early. Dare's broken, bro.
He's discovered the beat.
Then
It's
you.
over.
It's over.
Oh, he waited a little bit too long.
Actually, CI from 10, he's not gonna die at 143. Me personally, I would die there. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Dude, promise.
Can
Oh,
he
no.
get the
He's
kill?
Marioing so hard
It's
right
not
now.
gonna do it, but that's a lot of damage.
Yep. Yeah, and that's kind of the thing about this matchup, right?
Oh, he's
he
gonna
got
snipe
him.
the double jump, and that's gonna.
And then Nesboy Phillips comes out.
But then when he sent a Nesboy and I see what that guy does, I felt not comfortable at all because
This dude's a freak. I'm not gonna lie. This guy is an absolute freak with Ness.
any bullshit. So if you bring out stuff against him, like
Playing the Ditto against someone objectively better has got to be terrifying. I've never done it before, so.
DLC, like
I've always
Kazuya,
been the
like,
guy who's
mixed
better.
in, I feel like, and I'm pretty sure he like cleaned them up very fast.
I don't think this has anything
And
to do
I
with
was-
VoiD anymore.
At this point, like,
Not gonna lie.
I felt so comfortable to like get us to that point, and now we're back to even, and
Sheesh.
the crowd is totally on NorCal's side. Like,
Are we gonna
Now it's
really
just a
lose
normal
this? It's
match.
coming down to our last 1v1. Very hype. but
Maybe
very
VoiD wasn't in this crew battle. I
and like,
totally
I'm
misremembered which
pretty
crew
sure
battle it
we
was.
did not know who.
And the SoCal corner is definitely freaking out. Like, who do we send in? And they're like, we send in Marco. Marco's like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it versus Ness.
Or we've been talking behind the scenes of who we're going to bring in, and we were asking if he wanted to go up.
Someone from the SoCal camp saw a spectator lurking in the back of the Guildhouse venue. It was VoiD.
Oh,
The legend that began this story was seemingly SoCal's last hope. Almost against his will, they pulled him up and begged.
Bro was definitely out at the bar drinking with his friends, playing Rivals or just like some board game out in the corner, and they're like, listen, we need a favor. You're a SoCal player, right? How do you feel against Ness? He was just like, I'm down.
You gotta win this for SoCal. This is our ace in the hole no one knew we had, like even us.
That's interesting. So they said they only had Marvelous Marco there in the roster, but I guess they might have had more people there that they can counterpick with in the pocket. So like it's a 10v10, but there's like 13 people there, so a handful of people don't play.
So they brought VoiD in, and at this point, VoiD hadn't really been competing seriously. He'd kind of gone full streamer mode, and so he wasn't really playing or streaming Ultimate.
Bro, haven't you
competitively.
unraveled
Genesis
his
was kind of the
controller yet?
first.
Please play your sheet.
Joker!
Oh, we went Joker? What a chance.
Shonen, but ignoring that, getting into the match. 3 stocks.
Okay.
SoCal's last hope, NorCal's last hope. We're gonna see how this goes.
I still felt confident, but then he picked Joker, and I felt less confident because I'd never seen VoiD play Joker. I'd only known him as like the Sheik player.
He is campaign.
The initial reaction was like, oh, he's throwing.
At this point, NorCal is going f***ing nuts. They have just taken 8 stocks in a row while only losing 1. Going from being down
He's
4
doing
to
up
10
gun. He is
to being
trolling.
up
He
3
is
to 2.
trolling. No.
And
Despite everything that VoiD had gone through, the ups and downs, and focusing on content creation in other games, the words of Peckham rang true.
One thing I do remember fondly is that guy just, as a competitor, and you talk about like a professional or like someone that really like honed their craft, dude, he was so calm. I just remember like him like sitting down, he's like chewing gum, he's like completely like focused on the screen.
I don't give a
The guy didn't,
He's not
like,
there.
move at all.
This is a guy who has no regional pride. He's the same as me. He doesn't care. They were just like, on last legs. They pulled the Jeopardy landline, and we're just. I'd like to phone a friend. VoiD.
But Nesboy plays this game a lot, and the grind really showing.
Oh,
Wait,
oh,
wait.
Nesboy's gonna get hit with Uppy, and he's gonna die at 40.
That was the best possible thing that could happen for SoCal, and now
That is so
NorCal
unfortunate for NorCal.
is possibly in shambles.
And Arsene is about to be on deck. This could be very bad
Oh
for
yeah.
NorCal.
Oh,
This is good.
he's gonna take.
You don't f with a veteran, bro. You don't f with a veteran. Who are you naring? Who are you naring up here?
He's gonna take.
Who is he naring?
Incredibly big throw.
And VoiD is gonna seal it out with the up air. SoCal takes it. SoCal wins.
What was the craziest part to you? Let me know in the comments. I read all of them. The craziest part to me is how this video almost didn't happen. That's because the whole video revolves around the recording of the crew battle itself, but you can't find it anywhere. That's right. The one person that happened to have a full recording of this crew battle, by a miraculous stroke of luck, happened to be in the group chat where I asked a completely different person, which I had to use because I had no other way of contacting Bobak. And huge thanks to the people I interviewed for this video, and huge thanks to you for watching to the very end.
Hell yeah. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Crew battles. Don't we all love crew battles? There are a lot of timeless crew battles in the world. Do you guys remember Civil War? That was a tournament. It was a good time. It was a good tournament. I top 8'd that tournament. You know what else? You know what else happened in that tournament? The crew battle. For $10,000, each player gets $1,000. 10v10 crew battle. On final Sunday, I took like 4 or 5 stocks. I did more than I was asked for. Remember? It was 2 stocks. Smash 4 was 2 stocks. Everyone else was performing marvelously well. We were up a full player by the last 2 players on each team. And then we send in Mr. R versus Komorakiri. Mr. R versus Komorakiri. Mr. R was owning. He was owning. Sheik versus Cloud is a hard matchup for Cloud. He loses versus Sheik. So what did Mr. R do? He got outplayed the rest of his stock. I'm almost done. He got outplayed for most of his stock, and then lost the first stock, and then he got up air finishing touched at like 30. And we would go on to lose that crew battle by 1 or 2 stocks. So every time I talk to Mr. R, I make sure to remind him of how he scammed me out of $1,000 by throwing the crew battle and losing a +2 matchup. And yeah, I hate that guy. Reflecting on Smash 4 has commended you as Unk status. Listen, we all know I'm Unk, bro. It's old news at this point. Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know any memorable crew battles that you remember or any that you want to see. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.